Are you curious about real estate in the DFW Metroplex or Texas in general? If so, you're in the right place. We're diving in right now and giving you some insights. We're going to start out here looking specifically at the DFW Metroplex, and you can see median price they've got listed at $375,000. It's actually showing down a little bit compared to this time last year. Now, depending on where you're at in the country, this may sound like really high priced or it might sound super cheap. But remember, when we're talking about median, we're talking about the middle. So 50% of the properties will be $375,000 or below, and 50% will be $375,000 or above. We're also going to take a look at market share. 27.3 is falling in that $300,000 to almost $400,000 price range. Active listings showing an increase of 12.3%. Closed sales down 9.6%. Days on market index, we're showing just shy of 100 days at 99 total days on the market by the time it's on the market and days to close. And about 4.2 months of inventory, up just a little bit from 3.8 this time last year. If $375,000 median price seems high to you, then definitely stick around because we're going to be looking at a new county this month with a median price of $250,000. But for right now, let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit and look at the Texas housing report. So looking at the entire state of Texas, we've got showing a median price of $330,000, so a little bit lower than in the Metroplex in general. Market share, if you're looking for an affordable state, 28.3% over 25%, or 1 in 4 properties falling that $200,000 to just under $300,000. So it could be a good place if you're looking to relocate. Active listings 16.5%, and that's showing up. Closed sales down 6.7%. Days on market slightly higher statewide than in the Metroplex at 103. And months of inventory also higher than the Metroplex at 5.2, and that's up from 4.5 in November. All right, next we'll go hyper local for me at least, and that's in Rockwall County. I grew up and live in Rockwall County, and I'm going to show a little bit. You can see it's a good amount more on the median price, $473,000, and that's up about 5.2%. And interestingly, in all the ones we look at today, Rockwall will be the only one where the median price is actually up some. Compared to last month when we looked at this, market share, they're using the $500,000 to just under $750,000. We'll draw your attention to that. It's nearly 1 in 3, right? Or it's over 1 in 3 at 33.6%. Active listings are showing up at 17.1%. Closed sales are down 12.5%. A lot of days on market, probably the most we will look at today. And that's typical if you're looking at a higher price range, that you'll see that there's a longer days on market. But a total of 144 there, and months of inventory at 5.7 compared to 4.9 back in November. Even though I live and focus on Rockwall County, I work the surrounding counties as well, especially since Rockwall County is the smallest county in Texas. But just know that if you need help anywhere in Texas, we can connect you with an agent. And for that matter, we have a network all across the U.S. and can connect you anywhere in North America. Now let's take a look at Collin County. Collin County is a county just north of Rockwall, a little east of Dallas County. We're seeing a median price range of $438,735, and that's going down. Market share 26.5% in that $300,000 to just under $400,000 price range. Active listings are what I really want to draw your attention. We've got a probably the highest number we'll see in everything we look at today. So that's really kind of telling you when you see active listings higher. If you're a buyer, that's just more selection for you. So that's kind of how I would think about it as a buyer. Closed sales are down 5.8%. Days on market coming in at 97, and months of inventory at 4, up from 3.4 back in November of 24. Now let's take a look at Dallas County. And before we dive into the specifics on Dallas County, if you want to see other counties in Texas, or you've got questions, please drop those in the comments. We'll check those out and try and get you an answer. Median price is at $353,500, down 1.8%. Market share 26.2%. That's falling in that $200,000 to just under $300,000 price range. So really like to draw your attention to that if you're looking for somewhere affordable and those prices in Collin and Rockwall County were a little high for you. You might be able to find more in the Dallas County area. Active listings 10.8% showing up, and closed sales down 14.7%. Days on market, not quite as many as we're seeing in other counties at 88 total days. A month of inventories even looking a little bit more down at 4.4, up though from 3.9 back in November. Last month we looked at Hunt County as our surprise county. If you were looking for a bargain, we're seeing a median price of $270,000 there. Market share of 45.1% in the $200,000 to just under $300,000 price range. Listings are up about 8%. Closed sales down 20. 109 days on market. 6.5 months of inventory in that strong neutral market. Starting to tip a little bit to the buyer's favor there. Now let's look at Kaufman County. We've got a median price of $282, down 8.5%, but really want to draw your attention to this market share. We're showing over half, over 50% is in the $200,000 to $300,000. And we know that over half that is under $282. Active listings 3.3%, closed sales 5.4, days on market is showing 117, and months of inventory about 5 months. Now for that county that we teased you about earlier, and that is Hopkins County. And Sulphur Springs is a major town in Hopkins County. This is where we're showing that median price of $250,000. It's actually down for them a little bit, 7.2% compared to this time last year. Market share 28% in that $200,000 to $300,000. Active listings up 25.5%. Now keep in mind this is a lot smaller numbers than other areas we've looked at, and so the big listing numbers and closed sales may not be as drastic when we're looking at a smaller sample size. Closed sales up 8.3%. Days on market 122 total, and our largest months of inventory 7.7. So should have a lot to select from there. I encourage you to check out this video on simplifying the buying process, and we'll see you next time.